Hello and welcome. This is my third video on critical reasoning that I will be practicing from the official guide. The earlier two videos which I uploaded were long back 3 weeks ago. I had been a little inconsistent in these 2 weeks, but I will try to regain that discipline and upload the videos in a regular basis from now. So I will start with question number 672. Earlier I finished till 671. To be very correct, the first 20 questions of the official guide 2022. Now let's start. Political theory says even with the best spies, extra area experts and satellite surveillance, foreign policy assessment can still lack important information. In such circumstances, intuitive judgment is vital. A national leader with such judgment can make good decisions about foreign policy even when the current information is incomplete. Since each of the following is true, most logically completes the argument. Since the central reason for failure in foreign policy decision making is the absence of critical information. No, they have clearly said that intuitive judgment is vital. So this can't be. Second option B is since those leaders whose foreign policy decisions have been highly ranked have also been found to have good intuitive judgment. Okay, this can be. Yes, this can be. Both intuitive judgment and good information are required for sound decision making. Mm, just let me read it this one. Intuitive judgment. A national leader with such judgment can make good decision. Good foreign policy decisions often lead to improved methods of gathering information. Now, intuitive judgment can produce good decisions based on past experience, even when there are important gaps in current information. Okay, so these three are the contenders for correct answer. Mm, So I think E will be the correct answer because it says that intuitive judgment can produce good decision based on past experience, even when there are important gaps in current information. So this is what they have said, right? That all experts, surveillance, foreign estimate can still lack important information. So even when there are important gaps, this can help in fill the void. Okay. So I put. Let me go to next question. Supply shortages in science, growing demand are driving cocoa prices upward. Usually severe weather in cocoa producing regions too much training into retail and West Africa has limited production. Further, Europe and North America business deliver stronger demand for cocoa. In the first quarter, grinding cocoa beans, the first stage in processing cocoa chocolate, rose 8.1% in Europe and 60% in North America. Analysts have concluded that cocoa's price will continue to rise at least into near future. Okay, let's read it. Supply shortages and signs of growing demand are driving cocoa prices upwards. So this is natural supply demand problem. Usually severe weather in cocoa producing region, that is too much rain in Brazil and too little in West Africa, have limited production. So they paid the call. They have said that severe weather is the cause of supply shortage and growing demand. For growing demand, they have further reportedly stronger demand for cocoa. First quarter grinding of cocoa beans growth 8%. So this is the uh, growing demand part. Now, which of the following would, if true, most strengthen the reasoning above? Ground cocoa beans can be stored for long periods before they spoil. No. So several European and North American manufacturers that use cocoa have recently improved their processing capacity. So this has nothing to do with the context. It takes new cocoa trees 5 or 6 years before they start bearing fruit. Uh, so nothing has been asked about how much time will it take. The argument here is on whether the price will increase due to the shortages. Government in Europe and North America are likely to change current restrictions on cocoa import. So nothing has been said about the restrictions. Uh, Phosphoro cocoa beans, the first stage in process cocoa chocolate. Raw like 1% and cocoa beans to be right at least in manufacture. So I think this will not be the important. Historically, cocoa production has varied widely year to year. So I need to reassess my judgment. Okay. So I think D can be the answer because for better processing capacity, this right, rise will be there, so there will be more demand. Yes, I will go for it. During the earliest period of industrialization in Britain, steam engines were more expensive to build and operate than either windmills or watermills, the other practical source of power for factories. Yet despite this significant cost advantage, steam powered factories were built in large numbers well before technical improvements before they washed down. Okay, so this is another disadvantage. The earliest period is still more expensive. Okay, this one is expensive. Furthermore, they were built even in regions where geographical conditions permitted. Furthermore, they were built even in the regions where geographical conditions permitted the construction of wind and water power factories close to major markets. Hmm. Which of the following, if true, most helps to explain the proliferation of steam-powered factories during the earliest period of industrialization? So, what is the reason that steam power actually flourished? In many areas, Britain were the fewest steam factories and wine. Unlike during the water power factory, the steam power factories were fueled with coal, which sometimes had to be transported significant distance from the wine. No. It was both difficult and expensive to convert a factory from wind power to steam power. In the earliest period of industrialization, many goods sold in towns and cities could not be mass produced in factories. In Britain, the number of sites where wind or water power factory could be built was insufficient to provide all the demand. Yeah, so this is the answer. Snow-make machines work by spraying a mist that freezes immediately on contact with cold air. Because a certain freezing kills bacteria, Quick Freeze is planning to market a wastewater purification system that works on the same principle. The process works only when temperatures are cold. However, so municipalities using it will still need to maintain a conventional system. Which of the following, if true, provides the strongest ground for a prediction that municipalities will buy quick freeze purification system despite the need to maintain a conventional as well? Okay. Bacteria are not only impurities that must be removed from wastewater. Okay. Many municipalities have old wastewater purification systems that need to be replaced. Uh, Conventional wastewater purification systems have not fully successful in killing bacteria at cold temperatures. During times of warm weather, when it is not used, quick freeze purification system requires relatively little maintenance. Places where winters are cold rarely have a problem of water shortages. Let me read this again. So this is the reason, right? Why they are trying to sell. This is their USP. It kills the bacteria. Quickly is planning to market a wastewater purification system that works in the same system. The process works only when temperatures are cold. Okay. However, so municipalities using it will still need to maintain a conventional system. Okay. Which of the following, if true, provides the strongest grounds for a prediction that municipalities will buy quick filtration system despite the need to maintain? Why they will buy it? The only thing they are buying it because it kills bacteria. Bacteria are not the only impurity that must be removed from wastewater. But it has said that it will kill bacteria, but not anything else. Many municipalities have old wastewater purification that need to be replaced. Hmm. Okay. Conventional wastewater purification system. This can be conventional wastewater purification system have not been fully successful in approach. Okay, this can also be during times of warm weather when it is not in use. Quick purification system requires relatively little maintenance. Maintenance. This is out of context. Places where winters are cold have a problem of water storage. This is also out of context. So I will go with C. Okay. Plant scientists have used genetic engineering on seeds to produce crop plants that are highly resistant to insect damage. Plant scientists have used genetic engineering on seeds to produce crop plants that are highly resistant to insect damage. Okay. Unfortunately, the seeds themselves are quite expensive, and the plant requires more fertilizers and water to grow well than normal ones. Accordingly, for most farmers, the savings on pesticides would not compensate for the higher seed cost and cost of additional fertilizers. Okay, savings on pesticides would not compensate for higher seed cost and the cost of not cost of additional fertilizers. Okay, so the cost is increasing. However, since consumer demands for grains, fruits, and vegetables grown without the use of pesticides continue to rise, the use of genetically engineered seeds of its kind is likely to become widespread. Okay, so this is the final conclusion. If the argument given two portion in boldface play which of the following roles? The first argument is plant scientists have used genetic engineering on seeds to produce crop plants that are highly resistant to insect damage. The first supplies a context for the argument, the second is the argument's main conclusion. For most farmers, saving pesticides would not compensate for. No. No. This is. See, the conclusion is that since consumer demand for grains and all these things are increasing, without pesticides are increasing, genetically engineered seeds are likely to become widespread. So this one is against that. So this will not be the answer. The first introduces a development that the argument predicts will have certain outcome. The second is the state of affairs that, according to argument, contributes to bringing about a. No. The first presents a development that the argument predicts will have a certain outcome. The second acknowledges a consideration that tends to weigh against that prediction. This can be, but I am still going to see the next two options. The first provides evidence to support a prediction that the argument checks to defend. Seeks to defend. The second is that prediction. No, this is also not. The first and second each provide evidence to support the no. So C is the answer. Okay. So I will do this 5 only. Let me check the answers. Okay, So just okay. Hmm. So my options are okay. 672 is E. So I will write it here. 672 is E. Then B E C. The 76 is C again. C. So I have to check the answers. So my E B E C C. Just I need to remember that E B E C C. Okay. Hmm. So I completed till this, right? So I will start from 670 p.m. So E B E C C. So E C E C C. So E C C. Okay. So one incorrect. I will look what I have made wrong. 673. Okay. Just. Okay. So this one I have made wrong. I took the option B, which says that okay, what is the situation? The situation is there has been limited. Okay, just let me read it. Supply shortages and signs of growing demand are driving cocoa prices upward. Usually severe weather in cocoa producing regions, too much rain in Brazil and too little in West Africa has limited production. Further, Europe and North America have recently reported stronger demand in cocoa. In the first quarter, grinding of cocoa beans, the first stage in processing of cocoa of chocolate for chocolate, rose 8.1% in Europe and 16% in North America. Analysts have concluded that cocoa's price will continue to rise at least into the near future. Which of the following, if true, would most strengthen the reasoning? What is the reasoning? Okay, the reasoning is that uh, severe cocoa producing regions, uh, there is there is shortage, that is the reason. So okay, so it has asked for the reasoning, not for the conclusion. So I made some error in that only. Okay, the situation is there has been limited production of cocoa beans due to severe weather and also increased demand for cocoa. As a result, cocoa prices have risen. Reasoning, what would help support the analysis? Inference that cocoa prices will continue to rise into the near future. If the price of cocoa is to continue to rise, then the conditions that have led to the recent increase in price must not be ameliorated, or that it must not be lessened. They would be ameliorated if the demand for cocoa beans declined because prices increase made people less likely to want cocoa, ground cocoa. They would also be ameliorated if supply increased. Example, because many new cocoa trees were planted, okay, and very quickly started bearing fruit. If we had to reason to believe that one or more of these ameliorated factors is unlikely to happen, then we have more reason to think that prices stay high. Okay, so C is the correct answer for that. Okay, got it. So thank you guys. This is the 5 questions that I have done today. I will do the next 5 in some later time. Thank you.